Okay, we have one more that is
local to this area?
Yeah, it's straight up the road from where the Bigfoot was trying to get into the house.
Okay.
This creature was seen spotted on Powder Mountain Road in Utah. Ooh, in 1967. I wasn't even alive.
We want to hear about your Bigfoot sighting report, whether it happened yesterday, last week, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. We like the history of Bigfoot sightings. Sighting that happened 45 years ago in an area that we affectionately call Sasquatch Canyon because hunters from the area or the town of Price nicknamed the area that because of all the sightings and tracks in the area. It's been a honey hole of Bigfoot expedition, and what got us in there the first time was a sighting that happened 45 years ago. There was a reason for the Bigfoot to be there then, and there's a reason for them to be there now, because there was just a sighting a couple of years ago in that area. We like the old ones just as much as we like the new ones.
Oh yeah, it just proves that they've been around here forever. Probably longer than us.
Mm-hmm.
The experience I had, we never really did decide what we saw. There were 3 of us in a pickup going up to Powder Mountain Road one night. We were getting excited about the deer hunt. We had a spotlight up on top of the mountain, and we were just looking for deer and seeing what we could see. Partway up the mountain, about 125 yards up the hill from the road, caught our attention was some eyes glowing up on the hillside. We stopped the truck and had the spotlight up there. It looked like a person sitting on the side of the hill, squatting with their arms over their knees, just staring down at us. There was no light-colored clothing or anything. It was all dark. We could just see those eyes looking at us. We just kind of got out of there. We still never talk very much about it to this day. It's just a little experience that you see something that you don't know what to think about it. A little bit out of the ordinary. Okay, so what is creepy about this one to me is, so they're up there in the middle of the night and they are spotlighting.
Which you like to do.
Which I love to do. I love spotlighting. It's 1967, so that means there's not a lot of people around here. Not at that time. No. And the person squatting there with their arms wrapped around their knees, its eyes had eye shine. Its eyes were glowing.
People don't have eye shine.
We don't have eye shine. Whatever was sitting there with its arms wrapped around its knees, looking down at him, had shiny eyes. That's creepy. I sure hope it was a Bigfoot, because anything other than that is even worse.
Even now, that section of road before you get to Powder Mountain is just remote and
steep.
And then who without a vehicle is going to
can't
climb up there just to observe the random people driving by at night? It just doesn't make sense.
Sometimes, if it's not ski season, there's not even a car going up there during that time of the year back then.
Yep.
I mean, now there is because there's condos and stuff up there, but back then there wasn't.
No. Even when we were
high school.
Yeah, when we were high school and young adults, there was no condos up there. It was just for skiing.
Yeah, and when it shut down for the night, it was shut down. And there was no reason to be up there. So, and it's miles and miles and miles. That was creepy.
And we're in the Wasatch Mountain range, and the Wasatch Mountains are all connected. Lots of places you can travel without having to go past someone's home or...
Yeah, you can get to this canyon from here on a dirt road as well. We're right above this. This encounter happened in August of 1980 on the road over Monte Cristo, coming back from Bear Lake between 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning. I was driving ahead of my husband, who was pulling our boat, spending the day in Bear Lake. It was really late at night, and the car headlights cast shadows from the aspen trees onto the side of the road. As I was driving, I would get a little ahead of my husband, and so I would pull over and wait, and then start going again. As I was driving near the summit, Out of the corner of my eye, there was a shadow that didn't fit the rest of the shadows that I could see. I turned and looked at it. It was a dark figure, backed into the forest, and it disappeared. I knew exactly what it was, and I think about it now as clear as if it happened yesterday. The experience hasn't dimmed by time at all. I can't say how big it was, but it was much bigger than a man and much bulkier. We drove on home without incident. I know what I saw, and I stand by it.
We turned off not very far from where that happened.
Oh,
Here.
today?
We keep our camera where there's like 3 localized sightings around it. The Sleepy Gulch area, that's a 4th one right there.
Yeah. And the summit to the top of here. Actually, we pulled over and filmed some moose today, so we'll have to put that in here.
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the moose that Jen took pictures of and filmed.
The mama and the baby. I think the baby was a little boy.
It was pretty big. It was a year or 2 old at least. It was a big moose for being a calf. We're going to service a trail camera we have in a place that we call Sleepy Gulch. There's 3 Bigfoot sightings on either side of the gulch. Is one of the reasons we keep a game camera there, and we like to check on that area. And then this mountain range, there's dozens of them, so it's a Bigfoot sighting hotspot, close to a couple of spots. Jenny's gonna read to you a report or 2 that gets us coming into these areas.
This one happened in the valley just below this mountain. This scary encounter took place during the summer of 2001 on River Road, Eden, Utah, in the most active area in the entire Ogden Valley. The house that they lived in had a big wooden deck and a very large glass front that surrounded the front door. One night, when the parents were away, the daughter was babysitting the kids. As the night went on, the kids went to bed, and the babysitter was reading when she could hear footsteps on the wooden deck and saw a shadow pass by the window. The moon was full, so she could see that there was someone out there. Sometime during the night, the girl was looking out of the window. She saw a shoulder appear and an arm reach out to test the doorknob, turning it back and forth, back and forth. The girl said she was very frightened, even though all she could see was the arm and the shoulder. She said it was too big to be a human, and after a short while, it walked away and left the house. Well, that's creepy.
And that's in the valley below this mountain, and I have a hunch that the creature probably lives in these mountains where people see it all the time.
It's like, what's in here? Well, what's creepy to me is that it actually reached out, grabbed the door handle, and was twisting it back and forth.
A lot of reports where open up outhouses. There's also been some reports like where they've actually opened up unlocked doors and come into houses, like in Big Cottonwood Canyon.
Wasn't there one in Colorado also, where the Bigfoot was trying to get in the front door?
Yep.